I love coffee and I love a lot of frothed milk, so I bought this. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I just picked this up. It's the Pokna Milk Frother here, and as you might be able to see, it's the MF001. This is one bad MF. Oh, 5-year warranty. I think it's funny that they put that on the front. They don't actually put the stats of the coffee frother. So this is a big frother. It kind of looks like a food processor to me. And this was one of the biggest ones I could find. And the reality is, if you are frothing or steaming milk, the pitchers that you get or the machines that you get are usually only good enough for, say, 1 cup, maybe a cup and a half. But especially if you're just trying to make sure that you have enough milk for a couple cups, gosh, 3 people, 4 people even, you're going to need a bigger milk frother steamer warmer. And the one I have is like 70 milliliters, which I thought was one of the biggest ones out there. But that doesn't necessarily seem to make all the milk I need for all the coffees that I wanted. So I picked this up here because, as you might be able to see here, it will froth 200 milliliters of milk. And up here, it will take 600 milliliters of milk if I'm just warming it. So if I just want to create something like coffee and milk or espresso and milk, man, I can heat up a lot of milk now. And if I want to froth some milk, I can actually do even more than I could in my old one. So what I love about this is that it's going to be able to do a lot. Even if you just want to do a little, that's fine. You don't have to fill it up all the way every time. But the other thing I loved is this pitcher. So I think it's like Pyrex or plastic. Actually, it seems like plastic to me. You can see it has something of a stainless steel base right there, but no spinner. So how does it froth? Well, it uses this little spinner right here. We've got some rubber feet right here, and then it has that little coil right there, and that's actually what does the bulk of the frothing work. And you would just drop this guy right into the bottom there, and then I believe right here we have a magnet, and it will spin this. So if I just actually go ahead and take this base and I drop this on, and now I put this little spinner in the middle, it's actually kind of being held in place. It's not necessarily super duper strong, but it's just got to spin it. And what I love about this is that when I'm done, I can take this out and I can clean this, and I can clean this separately. Some of the smaller ones that I have, which you think are really convenient, don't actually come apart like this. So it's really actually hard to get my big hands in there and clean it up, and you want to make sure that milk is cleaned up well. All right, here is the base. You can see that we have a little safety switch right there, kind of a nice polished outside here. Plug in the back there, looks like a monitor cable, and then a 2-prong outlet will go to the wall. We also get a lid. Looks like it has a silicone seal in there that should hold everything in, especially as you're getting that milk frothing up. You know, want to make sure something is kind of capping it, even retaining the heat as it gets warm. And so now all I need to do is go see if we can froth and heat some milk with this and make my coffee delicious. Let's try it out. All right, back here in the Panda kitchen, gonna pour in a little organic milk up to the max 200 milliliters. I'm always kind of curious if it will foam up and overflow at the max fill line, because how do they know what you are putting in there, right? Maybe you're using something that foams up a lot. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set this up here, just like that. The power then goes on there. Those icons on there stay dark until the reservoir is put on top. Now I'm going to take in the stir, put it in there. I could feel the magnetic pull of it. And the top up here, that kind of braces the top as well of that stir. And now we are going to go down here. I could do cold frothing, heat, or heat frothing, and that's what I want. So just gonna hit the button here. It's not capacitive. You actually have to push that button, just FYI. And now we will see what it does. So I love that it's stirring with a little stir that's easier to clean, and it's making a bunch of this cold foam froth. As you can see here, it's already twice the volume just in the first 30 seconds or so. I'm gonna back up from this because I'm not sure how long it's gonna go and how big it's gonna get. And again, I hope it does not reach the top, just for all our benefits. And now I'm gonna also make some espresso in a clear glass so you can see what it looks like when we pour it into some real espresso. All right, we might be 2 minutes into this now, and what I like is that the froth doesn't seem to be overflowing, so it's not overdoing it. In fact, we're still below the max heating line there, and I do love that. 600 milliliters of hot milk. Dude, I could definitely top off 4 persons coffee drinks with that, but the frothing's still rolling. Getting light and airy and delicious. All right, it's still going. Basically, what I wanted to let you know here is that when I touch the side of this is warm. I mean, I'd say borderline hot, but not too hot to touch, obviously. but it is heating up that milk. And I think that's the biggest holdup. Oh, there it goes. That it's trying to bring up cold milk, milk that came out of the refrigerator, to hot so that it can be poured into a coffee drink. Now, just finished there. We got a little beep. And here is this clear glass with an espresso in there. And I'm just going to take this off. And one of the things that you honestly might need with foam like this is a spoon to get it out. But I just want to show you what that looks like. See? Man, that is kind of amazing. There goes the milk. And look at that. It's like marshmallowy goodness. Oh my gosh, you could definitely draw with that. Dude, all right. That's more than I would put in something like this, but I bet this is going to taste darn near like hot chocolate. But take a look at that. I could actually even do another one with what's left in there. But man, I've got a full cup, which is not what I would drink an espresso with. But man, that was super simple. It's super quiet. And now I'm super excited because I think this thing will just come out and now I can clean this up. So if you're looking to make a lot of hot milk or hot frothed milk or just frothed milk, then this is the way to do it. It's nice and easy to clean up and it's not that expensive. I'll put a link to this one in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.